Hi friends, I am Vinod Chandran. The topic which we are going to talk about is point, estimate and confidence intervals. Inferential statistics use sample to make inference about a population. That means it takes a sample to estimate a population parameter. Population parameter can be mean, proportion, standard deviation, etc. Point estimate and confidence interval is one type of inferential statistics. There is one more type, it is called hypothesis testing. Whenever you do a mini-type calculation, you will find a word CI. This is nothing but confidence interval. So in this video, we will understand what is this point estimate and confidence interval with some good example. So we will go to an example. Let us say, what is the time to reach to airport from your home? Someone will say it is 60 minutes. That is 1 hour. Somebody will say 50 minutes. Somebody else will say it is 45 minutes to 75 minutes. That means 1 hour, 15 minutes. Or someone will say 55 minutes. Somebody can say 80 minutes, etc. etc. But with what confidence? Again, somebody will say 90%, somebody will say 99%, somebody will say 95%, and so on. The same thing I am just trying to put it through a normal distribution form. These all numbers 50, 60, 70 are all called point estimate because it is an estimation set by one or other person, but one is not very sure at what time one can reach there to airport, but it is can be said with a certain interval. That is, one can say 45 minutes minimum and maximum it can be 75 minutes. This is called, in this example, this is called lower confidence limit and this is called upper confidence limit. And all this 50, 60, 70 are all called point estimate. Now, this confidence interval, it can be with certain confidence level. That is, maybe somebody will be having a judgment of 90%, somebody will be having a judgment of 95% or 99%, or so on. One more thing what we wanted to tell you is that never confuse this confidence limit with a specification limit or control limit. It is entirely different. Now we will take same example and we will try to calculate the same with some actual data. Let us consider the data for 10 days to go to airport from home. With this data, we will calculate both point estimate and confidence interval to get more clarity. Ten days data I have collected, the traveling time to reach to airport, the time is given in minutes, and I just plugged in numbers between 45 to 75. These are not the actual data, but I just, for the example purpose, I have plugged in these numbers. Now what we need to do is that we need to calculate x bar and the standard deviation. So the mean or the average is 58.7 and the standard deviation. So we got mean and the standard deviation. Before calculating confidence interval, we will understand certain terms. Mu, that's population mean which needs to be estimated. In our example, the measure is mean. Sigma x bar or S is standard deviation of sample. N is the number of samples. In our case, it is 10. T alpha by 2, critical value of T distribution. We use T distribution because the population standard deviation is unknown with n minus 1 degrees of freedom, and x bar is the sample mean. Now we will calculate formula for confidence interval. As I said earlier, we are going to estimate the population parameter which is mean. So our measure is mean T alpha by 2. Now since the population standard deviation is unknown, we have to calculate T distribution. So x bar we got 58.7, standard deviation 8.87 we already calculated, n which is 10, so 10 days data we have collected, degrees of freedom 9. If you want to have some clarity on degrees of freedom, you can refer one of my earlier videos where I have mentioned about degrees of freedom. Next is confidence interval, it is 95%. You can take any confidence interval like 99%, 90%, but generally people are considering 95% as a confidence interval. Since this is 95%, the alpha risk which is 5%, that means 95%, if one can say that somebody will reach airport within certain period of time, there is 5% chances are there he will not reach there in that time. Alpha by 2, because it is two tail, we are considering both lower tail and upper tail, that's why x bar plus or minus is given here. So that's why it is alpha by 2, it is 0.025. Now we need to calculate confidence intervals using this formula. All these things already we discussed, so let us see how we can calculate upper confidence limit. As for formula, x bar that is 58.7 plus T alpha by 2. We have to take it from T distribution table. Our degrees of freedom is n minus 1, that is 9. So 9 here, and alpha by 2, 0.025. In our case, it is two tail. We are taking both lower confidence limit and upper confidence limit. So in our case, it is two tail. So we have to take 0.25 plus 0.25, it is 0.5. So that comes to 2.262 into standard deviation. In our case, is 8.87 divided by square root of n, that is 10 in our case. So we get 65.04. Similar to that, I calculated lower confidence limit also. Here we take x bar instead of plus, we are taken minus, remaining all same. That we got 52.36. Let us just try to do the same in Minitab also. I'm just copying it, then pasting into Minitab. Now we will go to stat, basic statistics. We need to do one sample t-test. Here we have to select traveling time to airport on different days. Now here one thing we need to notice that we are not going to do any hypothesis test. So we need not to look at this place. We need to do only point estimate and confidence interval. I'm just saying okay to it. Now you see the mean is 58.7, same like we got it in Excel sheet. Standard deviation 8.87 and confidence interval 52.35 and 65.05. This is called a standard error of mean. This is nothing but sigma divided by root n we calculated in Excel sheet. Now we got the values. Now let us see how we can interpret this. The same I have shown here. This is the lower confidence limit. This is the upper confidence limit. With this value, one can say with a 95% confidence interval, one will reach airport minimum at 52.35 and maximum by 65.05. And since it is 95% confidence level, there is always 5% risk. That means 0 to 5 on the upper tail and 0 to 5 on the lower tail, that one will not reach airport in this time. This point estimate 58.7, which we got it from our sample mean, may be or may not be equal to the population mean. However, one can say that the population mean will be always within this value at 95% confidence level. So this is the interpretation from this calculation. So friends, hope that you all enjoyed this video. Looking for your valuable comments and also request you to subscribe to this channel and share it to other useful social networks. If you have any queries, please send a mail to vinodas20140504 at gmail.com.